go over what's going on right now. So, China and the U.S. had met today, which is actually what caused the market, which is partially like it didn't cause it, but it was a catalyst into what caused our pre-market and after hours spike. And so, we increased by about 1% there. Now, what's going on right now is the market went kind of high today, but as of this moment, the SPY has actually crossed the futures in terms of pricing, or they were a minute ago. I think they're starting to line up against the futures are starting to take support, come up kind of, not really. The SPY is continuing to fall. We hit 287. We definitely crossed over these very, very important levels in the most recent years. We have crossed over the lowest that we've been in the last, I think, week or so. And now we're crossing back into that territory, that impeachment territory, where with fears of a new president or the president being impeached, there was a lot of market uncertainty, which caused a sell-off, and now we're past that area now, I think, and we're into 288. The reason, like I said, this happened is because the U.S. and China was planning to meet for today and tomorrow. Today ended. China is leaving tomorrow, and they had made no gains or no. They had made no lead weight. Nothing has changed. No progress at all. So that is a pretty big takeaway from what's going on right now. As a result, some other things are going on. The Chinese yuan is starting to spike. I believe it's not the highest it's ever been, but it's gunning for it now. So we'll see what happens there. So that's one thing that's going on right now. And if you take a look at the bonds are starting to take off again. So this is kind of expected with something like this, especially with the market coming down in a way like that. You have to watch out for these types of moves in other places. So if you were to look at say gold, you probably see, yep, there it is. Gold, I think bigger than no, it's not bigger than what's going on with SPY. So S&P came down about percent, and it came down 1% in short about 3 minutes. It took from this to this place, which is well over about 1%. And then now where we're sitting at right now, maybe the last 15 minutes, we've fallen about 1.2%. We are crossing into the end of these lower area territories where we might start seeing some downward progression, and that's what we were talking about. Is with the so we were expecting some lows this week, and what's funny is because of the fact that it's October, we're actually catching in both of these. So we did see a major pop that happened yesterday, and I had actually purchased a Amazon credit spread, and I was selling the calls on this. Selling the puts on this, and that thing took off like crazy. It moved well over 1%, which is beyond actually what it should have made. But regardless, this thing was a very profitable trade. Now with this new piece of information, it's going to be hard to see a brighter outlook for what will be going on in the near future. This is definitely going to set the tone, I think, for the rest of this month. While this week was very important, last week was less important than, and today was the last day that Powell had spoken. So the little piece of information where different catalysts were entering the market. Now we have this other thing that's going on, which is this trade talks, which is making there's no budging between either party, which is not good in terms of resolving this. This is clear, and we didn't expect anything to truly happen within these last 2 days. I think I said that in my previous video, that I wasn't really expecting anything. I thought maybe it's possible that they could hit one or two small things, but there's really no way anything. This is going to be big. This is a very powerful, strong-arming technique for both presidents. So that is something to pay attention to right now. So we did not actually come back. We did come back to open actually for the last few days, so we did break back up quite far, and we were looking for support here, which we had found because the market had taken it up. So had this not happened, had these trade talks better way, we might have seen ourselves back at this level right here, 294 on the S&P 500. With these in mind, what we're going to start expecting is, I think, credit selling calls as of this moment. To see a recovery on this would be very difficult. So if you take a look at some other stocks like Amazon I had purchased there it is. So Amazon, I actually bought the spread right here, and I sold the credit spread right here of the calls, and taken off. The thing went up about about $100, and then another once it got here, $150, and the position itself cost me about $168. So it worked out fairly well. But initially, to start with this massive tank, I'd lost I lost $80 on that. So then it came back up over about 100, and then went up an additional I want to say $70-$80. So in sum total, if I had timed that a little bit better, if I had been a little bit more patient, it probably would have made almost 200, close to 200, about 180 is what that was looking like, which is weird. But it got more, but it got to be, it priced in around 225 at this very bottom. Today it hit it was 80, I want to say 80 or 70 around here. So it really lost a lot of its value, and there it is. Amazon took some support right there. Amazon is continuing to take support around the 1700 area. Before was where it bounced off last time. This wasn't really a bounce; this was just a gap up. But these are what's going on right now. So the yuan is actually taking off right now. What's going on? So yeah, the yuan is taking off right now. We'll see what happens with that. So the TLTs are up. So we're gonna have to think about this a little bit more deeply and see what this means. Is this just a piece of news that's going to spike the market around? Because of the volatility, I believe that it's possible that this piece of information may not actually even hold a candle to anything else. It might be completely unaffected. We might actually just come right back to 290. But we will have to see on how the meetings go tomorrow. Thursday is going to be, I think, pretty interesting because the options are starting to price in a lot more cheaper because their expiry is coming up very closely. So if you can find that, tomorrow is the day to find really good premium selling positions, because you can cash them in for a lot of money. So tomorrow is the day you want to find some volatility. So if you can see that a support is coming or a resistance is coming, then you want to be able to take those. I'll come back to this. I'll readdress this market day a little bit later. I need a little bit more time to think about these things, but these are the points that I want to be looking at here. So, yeah. All right, thank you.